Hi and welcome again. This is Milan with the Tuning Into the One video series. And in this three-part video series, we're going to focus the next three videos on how to really captivate that part of finding, attracting, and building and keeping and growing lasting love as you magnetize yourself towards that dream man, that perfect Mr. Right, that soulmate, that ideal match. And so what we're going to discuss in the next three videos has to do with the process. And it's threefold. And what we're really looking for here is how to design it from the top down, from the ground up, as well as from the inside out. And what that means for you is looking at it and grabbing some paper and pen and being able to write down these concepts. And then take the concepts and start writing about them, because what you're really doing is breaking down the process into pieces and then putting the pieces together like a jigsaw puzzle. So what happens if you have ever seen those boxes with like 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle? What's the most important part of the jigsaw puzzle? Well, it turns out to be the picture on the outside. Why? Because it tells you how all the pieces fit together. And then you can start by putting little pieces together that obviously fit, and then you keep building that and attaching them until you finally have that complete picture. So when you're looking at this threefold kind of areas of how to work this, it really involves the designing the ideal, perfect, magnetized picture from the top down, from the ground up, and from the inside out. So today, in this video, we're going to cover from the top down. Then in the next video, we will cover from the ground up, and in the final video, we'll talk about inside out. And what this really refers to is different pieces of the puzzle that helps you to find, attract, and then build and grow lasting love and magnetize yourself for that ideal Mr. Right and be able to start getting results in days and weeks or right now. Getting Mr. Right right now, better, easier, and quicker than you ever thought possible before, starts with looking at the design from the top down, the design from the ground up, and the design from the inside out. And they're all pieces that fit together so that you can have that complete picture for yourself. So, the top down, today's video. The focus on the top down has to do with three parts: identities, beliefs, and values. Again, identities, beliefs, and values. When we're looking to design from the ground up, we'll be talking about action steps, strategies. We'll be talking about how you get to those places you want to be, and then design it strategically, planning. So when somebody asks you, what's your plan for the next 3 months or 6 months or 1 year or 5 years? If you're starting a business, do you have a business plan put together? That's from the ground up design. And finally, from the inside out. And that has to do with who you are, what you're all about, and how you see yourself in terms of your vision, your mission, and your purpose in life and in relationships. So let's work with the top down. And again, those three concepts are identities, beliefs, and values. So what are identities? Well, in the context of your life and relationships specifically and in particular, identities are I am statements or you are statements. So when you look at yourself, you could say, for instance, if you were in a classroom setting, that I am a student, and you could say the person who is leading the class is the teacher, so you are the teacher. Those are identities. And our identities, our values, and our beliefs, they actually help to form the world that we see and the one that we operate in. So the identities, the way you see yourself, the way you see other people, is a crucial element of how you define your world. And this is important when you're looking to find, attract, and build and grow lasting love and magnetize yourself to Mr. Right and be able to find that perfect match, that perfect man, that perfect soulmate who is an absolute match for you today, tomorrow, and working into the near future. So identities: I am beautiful, I am loving, I am difficult, I am someone who deserves to be loved. Those are all identity pieces. Then what are beliefs? So why don't you get some paper and write down all the different I am statements that you have made about yourself, and that you've made about other people. And this will help you to start putting the puzzle pieces together. Beliefs. Beliefs are how you see the world and how you believe that it works. So a belief would be something like money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work really hard to make money. My job is really difficult. Those would all be examples of beliefs. The world is a fun and exciting place. The world is a difficult and challenging place. There are a lot of predators out there and you have to really watch out. Those are all examples of beliefs, and they define and color how you see your world. So when it comes down to wanting to find, attract, and build and grow lasting love, your identities and your beliefs are the pieces that define what your world looks like and how those things operate in your world. Your values are what's most important to you now and always. So what you value most in life would be statements like, what's most important to me in life is, what's most important to me in relationships is, are. And then you start listing these things out. And then you want to look at your values and see if they're really reflected in what you do every day. But before we can go there, the three levels that you want to go ahead, get pieces of paper, 8.5 by 11, or type on your computer or your laptop or your smartphone or your tablet, whatever you have and whatever your style is. You could write this in a journal, freehand. Sometimes the best way is to use your handwriting to really get in touch with it. So I am statements. I am love. I am loving. I am the kind of person that is blank, 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 blank. Those would be identities, and you want to sit down and just start writing I am, I am, I am. You think about it a little bit, reflect on it, and then start writing all the different things that define your identity and how you see yourself. And what happens is how you see yourself and how you see your world, your beliefs, are going to be the things that really filter through as far as how you utilize the Signature Soulmate Signals 4-step process or the ideas framework of working with things. And if you want to know what the Signature Soulmate Signals 4-step process is, please look at the video on that. If you want to look at the ideas concept, then please look at the 4 videos on that, and you'll be able to get that. Now, identities, I am, I am, I am. Beliefs, the world is, money is, people are. Those are beliefs. And values is what's most important to me. You want to say, what's most important to me in life? What's most important to me in relationships? What is most important to me in having a loving relationship? And then you list those things out. And now you've gotten started. So today we've really discussed the top-down pieces of the puzzle, and in the next video we'll cover the ground-up pieces of the puzzle, and finally in the third video we'll go ahead and talk about the inside pieces of the puzzle so that we can put all that together and work with it to be more in alignment with who we see ourselves as, how we see the world, and what we value most about it. So remember, if you like this video, please comment on it, subscribe to our video series, and for those of you that are ready to meet Mr. right now, look below this video. You'll see a link to learn more about the free introductory Soulmate Attraction Blueprint one-on-one introductory session with me. And remember, I only do 3 of these a week, so first come, first served. So until the next time, this is Milan wishing you the most amazing dating success and relationship mastery. And until the next time, bye for now.